Alright, this is Roboprinny here. I'm back with the Raging Loop. Um, and we are just starting where we left off. Anyway, this place was basically abandoned. I couldn't expect any outside help. Everyone here believed they could escape. Oh, I remember what happened. I died because I was trying to leave. And now I'm staying. Okay. Being left out of the feast hardly guaranteed my safety. Obviously, escape was ideal choice, but at this point, I didn't see anyone guiding me. All I had to look forward to was either dropping dead somewhere in the mountains or becoming a snack in the village. The first seemed way more attractive, but unfortunately, I got attached to people here. Betting them would at least make it hard for me to sleep at night. That's why running away wasn't an option for me. Well, go ahead and ask, why aren't you letting me eat the stuff? What is this
気づいた
foreshadowing? You noticed? Yeah, and I figured I should clear up anything shady before it comes back to bite me. It's scary.
参ったなもう。まあこれはただの保険というか心のお薬というか
Oh, tell me more.
なんかあるじゃん。そこのご飯を食べちゃったから豚にされて逃げられないみたいなさ。
What is this? Hell or something? I've seen that anime on DVD, by the way. Which way to the
地
bathhouse?
獄でないとは断言できないかな。
We may or may not be talking about Spirited Away. It seems like some serious overthinking to me, if not just serious superstition. How long will this last?
一応食料はそれなりに持ち込んであるからまだ大丈夫。
Cup ramen, huh? I did appreciate it, but I had mixed feelings on living like it was the apocalypse over a local superstition. Anyway, we went to Chimi's room and she gave some cup ramen. We agreed I'd pay for it after all this was over. I actually skipped 2 meals, so I was still hungry, but I was used to skipping meals to cut costs, so that wasn't a problem. I wanted to relax and think things over. But Chimi was curious about the others, and I ended up tagging along. It's probably because I wasn't in a position to be by myself.
あら、いらっしゃい。お昼
いいえ、時間を持て余してしまって座ってていいです。
ええ、もちろん。お茶
Can I have some warm water instead?
あら、お茶は体にいいのに。
I'm the type who can't sleep if I drink tea.
あら、それは仕方ないわね。では、おさゆで。
おさゆも断ってほしかったな。
But you use water from here whenever you make cup ramen, right?
Oh.
You didn't realize that.
沸かしたからセーフかな。
Could hell's water really be purified by boiling?
はい、
Here you go.
どうぞ。でも、本当に災難だったわね。バイクもあんなに壊されて。しかもこんな。ねえ。
Oh, it's nothing compared to everyone else here. If I may ask, does this kind of stuff happen often? Is it annual or something? I asked something important like it was no big deal.
そんなにはなかったはずよ。私は少なくとも宴は今回が初めて。昔霧が出た時に亡くなった人がいるっていうのは聞いてるけど、多くの人が休みずにいなかったから。
As in they hadn't been orchestrized back then. I could ask that I probably couldn't dig too deep. So this is first for many people here, right?
ええ、そうだと思うわ。
I see. If that's the case, knowledge of the rules seems strangely well kept.
ここはこんなところでしょ。娯楽も何もないから、小さい子たちはお年寄りのお話を聞いて育つの。古いお話や古い歌はずっと伝わって残ってるみたいよ。
Songs?
歌
The mysterious Mako popped out of nowhere.
歌覚えた。
あら、すごい。歌って歌って。
新内さんの赤だし増やして手がらしとくよ。
Cake, Funky, Blow, and Ryder. So was it about a guy who had a funky birthday party with cake and ended up the night on a happy note? The melody seems familiar though.
ちょっと難しかったかな。
メイコ、ここにいたの？あら、まあ、すみません。お昼の後でいろいろ見苦しいところを。
The Kori Orebai-san humbled herself.
いえ、こちらこそ、メイコがお邪魔をしまして。いえいえ、こんな時ですから、少しでも気が楽になるように、好きなようにくつろいでください。では。
A silent thud. And a loud one. The woman just collapsed.
大丈夫リカ子さん。
あらまあ、怪我はない？
Apparently she wasn't trying some unique form of relaxation. She just tripped on a rail for the door.
痛い。
She put her hands on her throbbed nose and became teary-eyed. The woman noticed my surprise and pouted. She might have been more expressive than I realized.
あまり見ないで。
Oh, I'm sorry. Now that I think about it, this is the first time we've talked.
そうかもしれません。
Huh? For what?
巻き込んでしまって。逃げて。
Oh yeah, you told me to run away.
夕霧が上がってくるのが見えていたから。
Oh, and so that's how it was. A part of me thought you foretold the future or something.
植松は見張りの家ではありませんから。
Now that sounded significant. What does that mean?
あまり外の方には。
Crap, Chimi's lack of reserve made me forget my boundaries here. I'm sorry. You're wearing some strange clothes, so I thought you were a Shinto priestess or something.
それはまあそんなに偉いものでは。
春明さん、リカ子さんあんまり困らせちゃダメだよ。
Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Rikako-san.
いきなり下の名前で。
Sorry. Chimi called her that way, so I thought it was okay. Man, this is confusing.
いいですけど。
Oh, sorry about that.
何？なんかいい雰囲気？
I have appreciated if she didn't put me in a weird situation.
帰ります。メイコは。
もうちょっといる。
そう。夕方前には戻ってね。
And so she left.
ちょっぴり不思議ちゃん入ってるけど、可愛い人だよね。
She
可
is.
愛い人だよね。
Is she?
どっち？
That's my question.
美人はいいな。いくつになっても年齢不詳の美人のまま。
Well, that was some bait. Oh, bite. How old is she?
よくわかんない。まあ30過ぎってことはないと思うけど、間違いなく私よりはお姉さんだよ。
That older than that's older than I
だよ
expected.
ね。ちっちゃいし童顔だし。
By the way, is she?
こんにちは。
We'll be going to sleep early for a while, so maybe we should have packed lunches.
あら、それはそうだわ。急いでお米炊かなきゃ。
Also, Fusashi-san? Take this. Vroom vroom, huh? Me? I was busy deflecting Haru-chan's attacks with her stupidity barrier, so being dragged into this conversation surprised me a bit. He gave me a rather dirty, rusty, cheap-looking cylindrical key. It wasn't even attached to a keychain. It's the key to the dorm. He got it from Teba. He said he felt pretty bad about making you sleep outside last night. What a sincere, considerate person.
そうでしょ。あの人がいるから、こんなところでもなんとかしていけるわ。
Mom, you really...
お米お米。
With an awkward smile on her face, Kori-san went back to the kitchen. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry, I'm just a clueless outsider. I made a blatant lie. Everyone could tell that Kori-san and Takumi-san would make a nice couple. Oh, I'm talking about Haru-chan, too. Hey, stop picking a fight with the outsider.
何よ。兄ちゃんだって迷惑でしょ。
Not really.
とにかくあなた、宴が関係ないなら早く出ていけば。
Stop it already.
なんでよ。
Fushi-san is a victim. Don't be heartless.
何よ。兄ちゃんのバカ。
This is such a mess. They had to stop fighting about me. We had an innocent little girl here. Also, Chimi's info was confirmed to be true. Trying to escape seemed dangerous and recommended it was heartless. Basically, getting out of here was difficult. That made me all the more grateful for the room. I had been so busy trying to understand what was going on in this place that I didn't even consider how to deal with myself. I'd have to thank Takumi-san.
まあまあ二人とも落ち着いて。はるちゃん、知恵姉と遊ぼうのコーナー。
遊ぶって何を。
信頼モーデ。
今なんでまた。
めいこちゃんに正しいやつを見せようかなって。
ね
いいけど、知恵ねってそういうの結構こだわるよね。
えへへへ、まあね。
Something was about to begin. No longer the center of attention, I began drinking the hot water Kori-san placed before me. The tea cup had a strange symbol enamelled at the bottom. It looked like a family crest. Yasanaga-kun? What's this mean? Oh, that's one of the Kamifusuji Yoshi had head crest, family crest. She should just throw it away. His harsh tone made it pretty likely that it was the crest of the Higuchi family, the one who banished them here. Haru-chan moved a chair and sat down in front of Chimi.
私が男役でいい？
いいよ。
じゃあ行くよ。1、2、せーの。新内さんのお日ががちふましらみがらすよぐも。
They started playing on an action rhythm, much like Ring Around the Rosie and London Bridge is Falling Down. Fully in sync, they clapped and slapped their knees, clapped again and joined hands, etc., all according to the rhythm. And there was no mistaking it. This was actually the song I heard yesterday morning.
夕霧立てば宴の支度いついつ無事なもなれもて走る They were doing it pretty quickly, so I couldn't see everything, but it was definitely complex. They even raised fingers and made fist bumps. Also, I was pretty sure I had heard that part somewhere. 夕霧立てば宴の支度
Oh.
あやしよみびとけがらえり
Suddenly, the song changed in tone. The movement switched up too. Haru-chan hid her face while Chimi stood up a bit, grabbed her by the shoulders. あやしよみびとなきにせん Similar line, but the role switched. くぐれやひとひにひとりきりたった They returned to the same tone and movements as before, but then at a slightly awkward point the song suddenly changed, ended. Then they quickly stood up and
イエーイ
久しぶりすぎて焦った。
apparently they were done.
どうさめいこちゃんもともとはこういう遊びなんだよ
すごい。早くてよくわかんなかった。
よーしはるちゃんめいこちゃんに教えてあげるんだ
え、私が？
教えて。
まあいいけど。
やすくんちょっと話したいことある
Chimi's tone was serious. What is it? Yasunaga-kun instantly understood that it was important, but he seemed to be mindful of me. If it's about the feast, I shouldn't be here, right? Sorry. Chimi gave me a meaningful look as I left. She'd probably tell me something the next time we met. I'm heading out then.
はーい。お構いできずにごめんなさい。
Kori-san stuck her head out and said goodbye to me as I left the dining hall. I put together what I learned in the settlement's beliefs, circumstances, and the inhabitants' stances. However, Chimi was really the only one I could directly get info from. I couldn't account for any bias she might have had. The other inhabitants, to varying degrees, didn't trust me. I could probably have decent talks with Yasunaga-kun, but his situation seemed to be similar to Chimi's. I'd had to likely get info from the elders. Maybe my best option was to somehow join the feast myself. From what Chimi had told me, the feast was a really vile and dangerous tradition, and that didn't change even when you consider the tale that there had already been lynchings because of this.
Normally, something so brutal would have changed and became some harmless festival by now. How did such a tradition survive in the modern day despite murder and lynching becoming completely illegal? Was this place simply beyond the reach of law? Or
神様を見たことがあるからかな。
or because you actually get cursed if you didn't do what the tells told you to do? How stupid. Then again, I couldn't really write it off. My stance on God and monsters was basically that as long as they could be seen, I was willing to accept their existence. The belief that nothing was beyond the comprehension of modern science was narrow-minded at best. New technologies and methods could easily reveal things that were previously undetectable. This has happened many times throughout human history. The idea that there was some strange animal, ghosts, or aliens were simply beyond our current abilities to perceive was entirely possible. However, there was disappointing realities too. For example, the original story about something mysterious could easily be in a lie, trick, misunderstanding, or misinformation. Generally speaking, the mysteries of the world all turn out to be one of those. Science disproved things far more often than confirmed them, which was pretty boring. Surely even Houdini, famous for exposing mediums and other frauds, wanted to believe in psychic phenomena. He searched the world in hopes of meeting a real medium, but each he found proved to be a fake in the end. Well, considering I'd actually seen something that shouldn't have existed, you could say that I was way more excited, in a way more exciting situation than him, though my life was in danger. So I really couldn't waste time trying to speculate what that was. Back to the matter at hand. For now, the most important thing was understanding and surviving the feast. To pull that off, I needed more info. I still hadn't heard how today's talk had ended. Based on the mood of the place, no one seemed to have died, at least.
死んだよ。
They died. And they died. Well, this is where I'm gonna leave off for today. I'll see you guys here in the next one. Just like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you like it. Alright, see you guys later.